Hi, I'm Elizabeth Spring,
And I'm Claudia Trivelas.
and this is part of our series on all the signs. And today we're going to be talking about Virgo.
And Virgo runs from basically August 24th till about September 23rd. And Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so it has a mercurial flavor to it. So it has a certain adaptability within the construct of its daily routine. So Virgo is very analytical and it's very concerned about what's in front of it and what it needs to accomplish.
Right, right. And one of the key ideas or keywords for Virgo is skill or skillfulness. They really long to have a sense of purpose in life and to do their life as skillfully as possible. And they're one of the signs that they can see the ideal and they're willing to work for it. I always
Well, they're
admire that
perfectionists.
about them. They can be perfectionists. Yes.
Definite perfectionists, and they get very frustrated when they're not perfect.
Right.
I often tell my Virgo clients to look at perfection as 80% on this planet. Just because you're dealing with people and you're dealing with, gravity, and
Right.
rather than 150%, which they'll do sometimes.
Yeah. Perfectionism and the tough inner critic can be very hard for Virgos. They take criticism very much to heart,
Very
and
much.
they're very hard on themselves at times. But they are working to bring, they can see that ideal and they say, that's what I'm going for, and I'm going to develop the skill to get that. So they love efficiency and they're willing to work for, if it's meaningful work, if it suits them, that's perfect.
Yep, they make good parents.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of providing what the child needs. They're very good in service fields. They're good nurses because they're very good at taking care of people.
Right.
And also they don't need the adulation that some of the other signs would need.
Yeah.
They're happy just to be doing a good job.
Right. So they may not have the self-expressiveness of, let's say, the Leo. They may be quieter. They probably are, their persona may be more humble. But I've also noticed that a lot of Virgos are balancing what is the right amount of humility and pride to have in any given situation. They tend towards the humility, and sometimes the humility is too much, based on too much perfectionism or self-criticism.
Well, there can be a lack of self-confidence sometimes, or a certain insecurity. Right. But a Virgo will apologize.
Yes.
Where you might not see that from a Leo, let's say. I think that's how their humility, or they're striving to do things really well and really do a good job.
Right. But they have to be careful not to fall into this continuous trap of self-sacrifice. They can give so much that they're doing too much, right?
They can, yes, that would be certainly a direction they can go in where they overdo. Yeah. And it's important for a Virgo not to lose track of the forest for the trees.
Yes.
Sometimes they'll be focusing on what they're trying to accomplish, but meanwhile they're missing out on the big picture.
Mm-hmm. They tend to be a little bit more traditional than some of the other signs, in a pinch. What else? Anything else you can think about?
Well, I think they're more concerned with accomplishing what they need to accomplish than wasting energy, or what they might consider wasting energy, even in a social situation. Like, I don't think they would, they're not so much ones that are just going to hang out for the sake of hanging out.
Right. And they can also be happy working behind the scenes. A lot of times they don't have to be in front of the camera, but they want to see whatever they're working on done well as they can do it.
They make good employees, in terms of accomplishing tasks in prompt, efficient manner.
And good friends. We shouldn't underestimate Virgos, though. They often...
They're helpers.
They're helpers, and they
They'll
often
help you out.
succeed at
Yeah.
what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be there for you. It's a good sign.
Excellent. And they're adaptable to a degree.
Being a mutable
Being
sign.
mutable sign, ruled
Right.
by Mercury.
Right.
So again, like with Gemini, like we talked about with Gemini, depending on where their Mercury is located, it could affect them in terms of their interactions with people. For instance, a Virgo will either have Mercury in Virgo, Leo, or Libra. So if they have Libra or Leo, they may tend to be a little more people-oriented than a Virgo with Mercury in Virgo.
Right. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming by today, and I hope you'll listen to some more of the series. And I'm Elizabeth Spring. You can find me at elizabethspring.com if you're interested in a reading. That's what I do, and that's what Claudia does.
And my name's Claudia Trivelas again, and you can find me through discoveryourimprint.com.
Okay, bye for now.
See ya.